It is Friday. I got a haircut. We are back, feeling a lot better. A little bit of a red nose, but I am feeling a lot better. It is Friday. We're going to just kick back, have a good show, talk about Kicker, talk about things you guys are doing in the off season of car audio. And wait, there's still SEMA and everything else going on. So there's a lot going on still in the car audio community. And it's almost that 1 year anniversary for Kicker Unmasked. So man, it's going to be a lot of stuff going on in the next few weeks, even though it's the off season. So without further ado, get your popcorn, your favorite beverage. Let's kick off this intro. Let everyone take a seat and let's get going. I'll see you guys in a second. Oh, by the way, you might see a teaser right after this intro, so stay tuned. Well, that went about as smooth as butter. Hey, it's live, folks. That's exactly what it means. Thank you guys for tuning in. It is Friday. We are here, and we're having an awesome show already. We got a lot of people hanging out in the chat, and Super Chats are working, even though I got my phone sitting over here just so I can see Super Chats for the meantime. They actually work tonight, so that's cool. Double win. Thank you, Bubba, for a $20 Super Chat. Of course, this is supported by the 14.4 volt Discord. Go check it out. If you are invited, go check it out. Talk to Deviant for Life. He is the guy. He usually comes in here. He doesn't miss a show. There was one show we missed, but we're not going to talk about it. So it's okay. It's all good. Talk to him. Get the link. And, man, it's awesome. You guys can come together and have the after party and just side-jag. And, hey, by the way, I have a Discord, too. Link in the About section. Go check it out. It's a cool place to be as well. Thank you again, Bubba, for your super chat. Appreciate all you guys supporting me. And, of course, I can't forget about Josh and Paul. Thank you guys for tuning in. I love you guys. Thank you so much. I actually have some information I need to talk to you guys about in the near future here regarding Team SP Loud. So it would be awesome if you guys would reach out to me or let me know when we can have a conversation about some things. And, man, I'm excited for next year, too. But one step at a time, right? Thank you guys so much for all tuning in. Of course, we have William, Baba, RGA. Of course, we got RGA in here. RGA, love you too, bud. Happy Friday, Andy. Thank you for tuning in. I hope everything is going good for you, buddy. Of course, we got Mullen Performance. What is going on, Mullen? Speedway Audio 3. Thank you for tuning in again. I had that Boss amp back years ago. Sold many as well. Dude, this Boss amp, I had to reposition everything so you could see that it's a Boss amp. Like, this thing is beautiful, pristine. Will it do rated? Man, it's Boss. What are you going to expect? I mean, it says 1,400 watts, so I'm going to take their word for it. It probably will do all 1,400 watts. So, anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. Paul, April will be the next show. Awesome, man. I will be there. I will be there. We got Dub Team. What is going on, Dub? Thank you for tuning in all the way from the Outback. Appreciate that you're here tonight. I know we're down David Koslik tonight. He is heading to Denver. Dave, have an excellent drive out and enjoy your trip, man. I know you'll be rewatching this tomorrow or some other time in the near future. Appreciate you always supporting. Got another super chat from Deviant for Life. It actually came up on my phone before StreamYard because we just love StreamYard. Super chat from Deviant for Life. But Jaden, thank you for tuning in. Yo, what is going on? Deviant with a $4.99 super chat. Deviant has returned. You know what? I like that. I love it. You're welcome. 14.4 volt talk Discord and Andy for the win. You for the win too, buddy. Thank you for tuning in. And man, I am glad everything turned out for the better, man. You're here. We are all going to have a good time. It is Friday. And man, I was upset that I could not go live Tuesday. I worked Monday night. I had a little bit of the allergies, and I usually don't have bad allergies. I take medicine on the daily, and I was looking bad at work. And yeah, Tuesday I did not wake up feeling no better, and slowly starting to subside. Tuesday is going to be kicking it with Andy anyway, so it's going to be an awesome show, and I should be 100% healthy for that. I feel good now, but hey, you know, got a little bit of the extra stuff. Thank you guys for hanging out tonight. Super chat's working. That's a win. I know. I didn't do anything, SJC. I swear to God, I did not do anything. And they're working, and I don't know what it is. This computer has a mind of its own. But I got two super chats right here going bang, bang, just in case I miss it. You know? I like this anyway, just because you never know when this thing's going to work and when it's not. And having the phone here, it actually works, man, just so I can see your guys' super chats. That is the point of super chats. All right, so, and he got his Patreon money now. Yes, of course. Dude, I actually didn't for almost 2 months because I had to put in my tax information. I kind of forgot about it, and I'm like, wait, I haven't gotten paid from Patreon in a while. What's going on here? Thanks for tuning in, Bobby. Annie Montana, you know it. We like to make it rain here. Talk to my little friend. That was a bad impression. I do impressions. I can't do Tony Montana. William, thank you for tuning in. Hey, Living Loud with Andy. Late Friday night hangouts for the win. Andy, you're a rock star. Thank you for all you do. How goes the Chronicles of the Test Bench? Not going to lie to you, I haven't got anywhere since I seen you last. I've been working on a few things, some clocks. I like clocks. I've been working on clocks and fish tanks. Oh man, my fish tank filter started leaking. One of the canisters flew full and water started going everywhere. So I had to run to the pet store, get another one. A lot of man, if you know fish tanks and stuff like that, when you start leaking water, it's not good. It's not good. So I had to do that, and just kind of been sick, relaxing, enjoying some quality time with the family. Had a few days off from work, and honestly, what I am doing next is going to be purchasing that set of Headway batteries, the banks that Robert Hi-Fi Vega did. I have the money to do it. I just need to do it and purchase all the stuff, and that will be the next step, really, because honestly, all I have to do is build the I need to go into the garage. I already have a template I'm going to use, actually an L7S cutout, and I'm going to mount the resistive loads on top of that and paint it, and maybe like throw a little design on it, nothing crazy, but just something so the resistive loads have something, because I will be doing both resistive and reactive loads. One thing that I don't think you see too often on amp dyno tests. I think DIY Audio Guy did it one time, but I want to do it in my method, and that is the whole point of having a third opinion. And speaking of Kibo, with the $10 super chat, Kibo just joined the Patreon, $10 super chat or $10 Patreon. Thank you so much, man, and thank you for being part of the Discords and just being a good friend and a supporter, man. Thank you so much. 14.4 Talk Discord represent. Deviant, I need that banner, man. Everyone with these banners and stuff, they've been hitting me up, and it's like, listen, I just need one, man, and I'll hang it up. I got a little bit of space here above the clock, over to the right, like right in the back, right over here. Perfect amount of space. I gotta hang something else up too, but that's a surprise for you guys later down the road. Kibo, again, thank you for the $10 super chat, and thank you for being a Patreon. And speaking of Patreon, Cornut just hit his 1-year anniversary of being a Patreon for myself. So that's just awesome, and thank you, man, for all that you do. The Patreon, the super chats, the cabooses, and the Cornut kicker box, man. You guys are nuts. But you know what? You guys make me happy, and you make me want to do this, and it just, I already want to do this, but it just keeps fuel in the tank, man. Not gonna lie to you guys, doing this stuff all the time, it does wear you out, but the pros outweigh the cons, man. And what we're doing is we're trying to build a community, we're trying to make friends and learn and enjoy what we do with one another. Our significant others are not gonna put up with us talking about car audio for an hour 2 or 3 times a week. So it's cool that we have these outlets to do this, and man, I could not be more happy to do it for you guys. Thank you again, Kibo and Cornut, all you guys, man. You guys are all supporters, all my Patreons. You see them on the bottom. Check it out, Patreon. Living Loud with Andy. Check it out. I think it might actually just be Living Loud. But if you look up the two, you'll find me. And join the Patreon to see your name scrolled on the bottom. Otherwise, thank you guys. And if you guys got any questions tonight, this is Friday. It's not the Kicking with Andy show. It's not the Unmasked After show. The Unmasked show was great, by the way, with the sound staging and everything that they had going on there. And man, I'm not so much of an SQ guy, but I got a good ear, where I can hear where something sounds good, or if I'm sitting in an SQ car, I can tell, close your eyes, hear where the sound's coming from. Does the drum sound like it's 5 feet in front of you or 20 feet in front of you? And just to be able to appreciate that by not knowing is cool, because down the road, once you learn how things work, the appreciation kind of goes down. It's like finding out Santa Claus isn't real. The more you learn about stuff, but man, you got to have the fun in it and enjoy it when you don't know, because that is the most fun you're going to have, is whenever you're doing something and you have no idea about it, but you're always learning and you're enjoying what you're doing. And that's what we do with car audio and just everything in life, man. Kibo, looking forward to meeting you at Slam, assuming you're going to be there. Absolutely, man. Every year Kicker's going to be there. I will be there. I would have went the other year, but they just didn't go, and just the incentive to go and to push my vehicle and the money to go out there, it just wasn't ideal. And Slamology is the best car audio show. If you're going to go to one, you go to that. It's not like I went to some other car audio show during the year. Like, I just didn't do that. I did my Team SP Loud, and that was kind of that, and Mecca. And I think that had a lot to do with it too. That was the year whenever I was doing the Mecca judging and Team SP Loud all together. It was a lot. But yes, I will be there. Trust me, they'll be there too with the L7Xs. You're going to see them in some cars, man. It's going to be an awesome show. That's the thing, man. L7X should be out before that, way before that. My build should be done. What do I bring up to Slamology? Do I bring up... Well, that's the thing, too. Now that we know, and you guys know, well, I kind of knew, I'm not going to lie to you guys, but there's, you know, the 18 coming. If that's ready, obviously, then throw that in there and bring that up to Slam. But then, do I bring Kayla's car, too? I was thinking about bringing the Pilot, you know, with the quad box, because who doesn't like to hear the quad box? You know, not everybody has a quad box, just saying. But yeah, man, I might be bringing 2 L7X builds up there, if that's the case. Shoot, man. Who knows? We'll see, but I will be at Slam, and I can't wait to meet you there, man. Thank you for tuning in and your support. Another super chat, man. You guys are killing it. We got one from Cornut and from Jeff. All right, let me scroll down here and get you guys. Appreciate you guys, and I got to get this real quick. This is my nephew, Awesome Bros Production. Go check them out. Go subscribe to their channel. They do awesome still frame Lego stuff. Awesome. Thank you guys for tuning in. Tomorrow is Aaliyah's birthday. I know there's all these notifications and things going on right now. Yes, tomorrow is my daughter's birthday party at Latrobe Skating Rink, and the following day is her actual birthday. She will be 12, so love you, Aaliyah. Happy birthday, and you're gonna like your surprise for your birthday gift. You're gonna like it. I know you're probably tuning in or you're gonna watch this later. Love you, Mom and Dad too. Thank you guys so much, and Josh, love you guys, and tell Brandy I love her too, and everyone else, and Izzy and Christian. To the super chats, Cornut with the $10 super chat, just finished at work. Gotta grab some grub, then put a beverage in my kicker koozie to celebrate my 1 year Living Loud with Andy subscription. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. I shot you out before you, but you might just be tuning in now. Yes, Cornut, thank you for your 1 year of support on Patreon, man, and everything you do between the caboose, the Cornut kicker box, the super chats, just being a supporter, being my friend, and just, man, I cannot wait to see what your future holds with the stuff that you're doing with your website and your product that you bring to the table for, you know, the enthusiasts. I wouldn't say car audio or home audio, but just everything. I can't wait to see that stuff, man, and I will be there supporting you. Thank you again for your super chat and always tuning in, man. Yes, boss for the win, Joe Cook. Yes, boss for the win. Check it out. This is the biggest boss amp known to man, and I have it. Jeff Wallace with the $10 super chat. Thank you for tuning in and super chatting, man. I appreciate you guys just being here. And, you know, Jeff, I need to hear about your system. It's been a while. I need to know what's going on. You need to let me know. I know I'm busy. Everyone's busy, but that's what's cool about the Discord. And there are private messaging, which on top of the Patreon. And I think it's just, you know, it's a win-win. So you guys can reach out to your content creators, your car audio friends, everything about it. It just makes it makes the spider web easier to travel along. Thank you for your super chat and always tuning in, man. Appreciate you. All right, let me take a sip. I've been talking a lot here. Music's slowing down a little bit. You know, it's like getting ready. Thank you, RJ. Happy birthday to Aaliyah. Appreciate you guys. I know they grow up fast, man. They really do. They really, really do. Ronco 160 took the 8-inch sub out, just wasn't quite enough. Going to meter the EMF Lowballer 12 tomorrow. I seen good things about that sub. I used to watch EMF when he used to put out a lot of content and stuff, and I never had a problem with him, you know. I know some did, but you know what? The EMF Lowballer, it's a great sub. It's not super inefficient. It's not super expensive, and it's going to get loud and it's going to take some power. You'll be happy with that. Thank you for tuning in, Ronco 160. I will see you in the MBE chat as well as mine. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm choking on something here. Again, not 100%, but I'm there. William, plus I go live for an hour before this too. It doesn't help, but hey, it's what I do. William, what? Santa is not real? Are you kidding me? You know, if anyone was going to break you the news, Will, and I know you're a little bit older than me, I feel honored to let you know that Santa is not real, but there's someone better down the road. Appreciate you guys. 25, Andy subs with venting in the back, yay or nay? Andy subs with venting in the back. Okay, so sub forward, port back. No. SPL vehicles, you'll see them a lot that are like that, with like 215s or 218s and a Honda CRX with a port firing back. In my opinion, with a musical build, you want that reverberation inside of the box. Trying to be simple-minded, because there's a lot with sound and how waves are guided, and does it really matter inside the box. But in my personal opinion, with enclosures that I've seen, unless it's a Burt box, you don't want to have the port on the opposite side, because then you could run into phasing, and I feel like that's where they take advantage of that, where they match that rear wave to the front wave, and that's how they create a lot of efficiency. But could you do the same thing with a port forward and sub forward? Maybe, but maybe space is not available for that class to do that, and I feel like there's a reason behind the madness of why there are some builds with sub forward, port back. Buddy of mine's had 215 American base 8 XDs or HDs on like 3K, and only did like a 46, and I'm like, man, that's not very good, you know. It just wasn't very efficient. The box was fine, you know. I'm choking here. The box was fine, it's just the orientation. You take that orientation, you put that port on the side, you might be able to gain a dB or two. I just don't like it too much. Got a dry throat. You know, you feel better when you're sitting on the couch, and then when you get up and start running around, you're like, okay, maybe I'm not 100%. Clocks for the win, Bobby. SJC, time to make it rain. Andy needs more monitors. I know, when you told me monitor, I'm thinking this TV right here. That's my monitor. I'm like, wait, he means the main screen. So I need to get that. But that's great, because, man, I am really choking here. It's the only thing bad about being live by yourself. Can't just walk away. You can't. But I don't want to get a screen that's too tall. So that works out perfect. Just so I don't have to, okay, maybe I'm not fine. Just so I don't have to get a smaller desk or raise it up and then run into a bunch of different things here. Here, let me scroll down here. Blow my nose for a second. Maybe that'll help. Ray Tyler, are you SQ or SPL? I'm not either. If you're an SQ guy, you'll look at me as an SPL guy. You know, and then if you're an SPL guy, you'll look at me as neither. No, I don't compete like that, because if you're talking like, are you an SPL guy? I think of Alan Dante and, you know, just huge names that are people that go out and they're competing and they are in a league of their own. I'm not talking, you know, 184, 185 dBs, but I'm talking like a 150 on 250 watts on 212s, you know, and in a stock class. That's SP. That's SPL. SQ is left field, totally opposite side. And, you know, if you would have an SQ judge get in one of my cars, they'd be like, man, where is your staging? Why does this, you know, why is it like that? You know, and it just wouldn't do phenomenal. But because I'm not geared in that way, I'm not, you know, I have 145 plus dB systems in my main 2 right now. And to have anything SQ would be insane. You know, people do it, but it's very hard. So I'm just already automatically leaned that way. And then if you look at it as, you know, oh yeah, are you super efficient? I mean, my Cookie Monster build's way more efficient than the quad box, but it's taking up the whole car. But that doesn't really go against it, but kind of, you know, in a way, you know, so but it's at 32 hertz. You know, if I was an SPL guy, probably would not be tuning at 32 hertz. Not the average guy, at least. All right, let me scroll back down here. I see El Fuego is in here. Appreciate you guys. I wish there were some winter shows in Florida, too hot in spring, summer, fall. I know they used to have Mecca shows. I don't know if that's just Hawaii or where. I swear they had them in Florida in like January and December, like right after, a little bit after finals and stuff. All right, let me scroll down. I think I'm okay now. Got a little bit of drainage, man. It's just choking me. RGA says, I don't know anything about audio. Oh, come on, man. That's malarkey. Just kidding. Joking again. Man, you should have seen me Tuesday. Not good. Deviant for life. This may be 14.4 talk Discord talk or not. But there aren't many banners left. Stu, Thomas Marshall. He made a 14.4 talk shirts, Andy. Hey, it's all good, man. Just let me know if you can or not. Ooh, man. I was okay on the Rolling Thunder, but I wasn't talking too much. William, your drink that strong. High quality H2O, buddy. Speaking of which, I got a... Oh, man, I'm choking. I got a water cooler in here now. I still got the fridge, but I took my water cooler that was in the garage, which I wasn't even using, cleaned it out. Now I have it up here. It's perfect, man. It's perfect. I don't like drinking pop before show. Scott's walking in. I'm dying here. I don't like drinking pop because it just make me burp and stuff. No good. And no alcohol. I'm good. I'm good. That's okay for Steelers Sunday. Speaking of which, another crazy game coming up on Sunday with the Bucks and Tom Brady. This might be the last time I see Tom Brady play the Steelers, and it's probably not going to go good. Scott, what is up? Just choking to death here. Man, I might cut this early. I'm not making it. I know, I don't feel good. I don't. I've been in the chats. I've been making videos. I've been doing a lot of stuff, man, with the video with Kicker. Like, that was literally just, 40 seconds? I got about 7 minutes, but so far done and edited of what I want to do. It's going to be like a Whistling Diesel video. You know, like how his videos are like 20 to 40 minutes long. It's going to be more of that, and it's going to be just for the people that want to see Kicker HQ, see me go there, you know, and it's going to be interesting enough to hook you and then make you want to watch towards the end, you know, and just see the things that they do in my experience down there of what I can show, because there's some things that I gotta watch, make sure I don't post, and I'm not sure about that one sub there that you might have seen on the intro there. I don't know if that's okay to be shown. Maybe Ernie or Bill, one of the guys usually watch this after. Sometimes let me know if that's okay, if you've seen it in the beginning. It's a rectangle looking one. I think that was the coolest thing in the world. So again, I gotta watch what I throw in there, but I've been trying to do that as I've been sick and just hanging at home when everyone else is asleep, because I obviously haven't been working, so I've been just kind of editing on my stuff. RGA, I'm sandbagging. I know there's a lot of sandbaggers in the SPL league too. Only audio knowledge I'm sharing from here on will be limited and only with certain folks at certain times. You know, I feel that too. You know, I've wasted a lot of breath on some people that just kind of just came hot and heavy into the community, not community, but the hobby, and now they're gone. You know, and it's like, wow. But you can't take it just by that. You know, I learned a lot by helping them. So, right, at the same time, I understand where you're feeling there. RJ, I say you just make another channel and put a horse over your head. We might think you're deviant, but then that's how you could get, you know, your word out there. I like your videos, man. I mean, that's what's cool about the Discord, though, at least. I don't know if you're still in there or not. I don't think you are, but or you were. I don't know. I get it. Okay, next subject. John K. Second week in a row, Andy referred to soda as pop, a fellow Northeast dude. Soda pop. I know, I've always called it pop. Soda just sounds old, like soda, like Coca-Cola. You know, I don't know. Just pop. You know, it's more, you know, it's more pop. You know what I mean? Buddy of mine, Donald Wilson, his name's actually Soda Pop, so it's just kind of funny, you know. He lives in Pittsburgh. It's like, well, which one is it, Soda? We call him Soda, but it's Soda Pop. So it's like pop, Nah, he's not that old yet. SJC, JP77, not yet, but what color is it? You know, there are so many Down for Sound amps, I cannot keep up. I'm just, everyone that Jacob posts, I'm just like, love, 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 you know, because like they're awesome amps and they're beautiful. I still need to get one in my hands. God, I just keep wasting my money on other things, but it's like, it's not like it's just going to nothing. A lot of my money went into the quad box build, over $2,000 and some, if not more. I kind of lost count, you know, it's just like, oh yeah, I need that, and still buying stuff. But, right, man, I what is it? The JP, they have the new version 23 that's going to be blue. I think that's awesome. That'll go great with the 4-channel JP amp they have that's blue. I think that'll be a good combo for a lot of people. And they have a 5, was it a 5-channel or a 7-channel? Was that the 7 you're talking about? Where it's a 7-channel, yes, 6-channel, and then 1 for subwoofer. I think that would be perfect because that would give you all kind of control for your front. You can bi-amp your front, like, you know, if you really wanted to, you can have all front stage for the 6 channels, 3 on the left, 3 on the right, and a sub, or you can have, you know, your mid bass and then your mid range, midlers, whatever you want to call them, 2 up front, 2 on the right and left, and your rear fill and your subwoofer. I feel like it gives you a lot of flexibility, you know. But how big is that amp going to be? But that's all you're going to need. What they're doing is kind of awesome because it's really hitting us 1 to 5 percenters. You know, 1 percenters are the people that are tuning in, watching right now that just can't get enough of car audio, that you guys are just there. The up to 5 percenters are just the people that they know Down for Sound, they know Sundown. You know, you're above 5 percenters are probably not going to know anything other than Kicker, maybe Alpine, you know, Kenwood, the stuff you see in the stores, because they're just not familiar with it. It's not their thing, but they're still going out and buying stuff. And they're going to know Scar because they go on Amazon, you know, or Boss Audio. But I feel like that they're in that 1 to 5% of the community, and they are just hitting the nail on the head, man, and they are striking when the nail's hot. It's awesome, man. I cannot wait to see more stuff that they come out with. Casey, you're late too. Yes, I am choking. I'm glad I didn't have to talk much, or I've been choking on your show too. Oh man, it's just, you know, I have really bad allergies to begin with. You know, I take Zyzol medicine every day, and as long as I take it, I'm pretty good. Unless I go into someone's house that's like real like moldy and stuff, or, you know, whatever the situation is. Yeah, I'll get a little bit bad. I'll just take an extra when I'm good. I was taking Claritin when I was at Sheets, and it kind of simmered down, but I was just sneezing. And I guess ragweed and something else was in the air. I don't know. Goldenrod, I'm allergic to that too. You know, it's just a bunch of stuff. When I went and got my test for what I'm allergic to, they're like, yes, just everything. You know, and it's like, yeah, I told you it's bad, man. They're like, wow, you should have come in a lot sooner. I'm like, yeah, I know. It's when I was trying to get allergy shots. I was doing allergy shots, but then I stopped during the pandemic, and then I just never went back. And I had to go get a refill of my yearly medicine for the Zyzol, and they're like, oh, you need to get reevaluated. So I came in there, and then he's like, oh, I see you want to get allergy shots. I'm like, well, yeah, I just never came back, and I have to do this and do that. He's like, well, how's the Zyzol working for you? I'm like, oh, it's working great. I just take one a day. And he's like, if you don't mind taking a pill every day, there's no point to even taking the allergy shot on top, because that was the problem. I was telling him. I was like, I was taking the Zyzol, it was working good, and then I started getting allergy shots from you guys, and then the Zyzol wasn't as effective, and it's because they're pumping that stuff into you. I would almost need more Zyzol to keep up with it. Obviously, they pump it in you so that you build an immunity, and the allergy shots work better long term, and it's less often. But it was just like, if I could just take a pill every day, I'll be fine. I've always had really bad allergies all my life, man. I just kind of dealt with it for the longest time, just like being blind. I finally, you know, grew a pair and put on some glasses. You don't have to be that cool all the time. Deviant, a good SQ song is True Colors. You know, anything in the 80s slaps, you know, SQ-wise. You know, like on the way home from Slamology, I'm all based out. But you be darn tootin' if I wasn't playing some 80s, you know, some SQ type music. Even with an 18, it's tuned to 29 and plays down to 13. It actually sounds pretty good, just because it is a very large ported enclosure. And, you know, you see a lot of that even with dueling demos in Mecca, man. They got some big boxes, big ports. Now, if you're talking strictly SQ, like sitting in a car and getting it judged, that's a different story. But it definitely does sound really good, man. I love both, you know. but within reason. It's like, do you like a dragster car that goes 0 to 60 in like half a second, but you can't drive it on the road? No, like that's kind of defeating the purpose. But do you like a 4-second 0 to 60, you know, Ferrari? Yeah, man, it still takes some corners. Yeah, I like that. You know, a little bit of gravy in there, but not too much. We got Face Kicker in here. What is going on, man? I have to start watching some of your videos. I just kind of stopped watching car audio videos recently just because I've just been really busy with a lot of stuff, man. I've been Steelers. I've been kind of, you know, binging on Steelers stuff on YouTube and just football. It's football season, you know, it just, there's a lot of hobbies and stuff. And I just honestly haven't been on YouTube that much in particular. I need to check out some of your more recent videos, man. A lot of you guys. I've been even slacking on Vega and Derek, man. Usually I am on that. Just a lot going on. El Fuego, thank you for tuning in, El Fuego. Andy, how many hours per week do you spend on audio versus your day job? You know, it depends, because whatever I'm doing audio, it's like I drop what I'm doing, I start doing it. And I put a lot of things on the back burner, which I shouldn't. But I mean, it's pretty even. I work full time, but a lot of times I'm sitting in the car, you know, traveling to the job. So do you call that work? With the actual work, yeah, I probably keep up with, you know, how much I work and how much car audio I do. And it just, you know, life. A lot of stuff going on. Like, we're always cleaning the house, rearranging stuff, adding things, getting the bikes ready. I was just on the phone call for an hour today talking to Eric Thomas. If you're tuned in, man, appreciate you. Awesome guy. And I was talking to him for an hour because he's the guy working on my Kawasaki, the 79. And, you know, it's just life, man. Life can just pass you by real fast, but I'm just trying to enjoy all the moments of it and, you know, try to do everything. So, I don't know. Yeah, I guess it kind of equals out with everything. Honestly, my job is not that tiresome. It's just rigorous. It's very repetitious, cleaning ceiling tiles, going like this with like a 6-foot mop, you know. So it's kind of hard on you, especially in the beginning, but I've, you know, grown used to it. Family business for 17 plus years, you know. It's just kind of we've always had a cleaning business on the side as long as I can remember, so I'm just kind of used to it. Plus, it kind of works out too when you're back at home. It's like, oh, I got all the good stuff to clean stuff with. And yeah, I like cleaning, unfortunately. Goat milk isn't milk. Cap. No, I don't know. Okay, let me scroll down here. Absolutely. Thanks, Andy. Editing Sundays right now. Okay, awesome. Yeah, I definitely need to, man. It's just, you know, there's a lot of stuff that already comes up in your browser feed, you know, and if you don't watch something dedicatedly like you guys tuning in now, it just doesn't pop up, and you got to go searching for it, or you got to hit your notifications, which I do have everybody I'm subscribed to that I give a darn about. I have the notification bell ring for all, but I still got to go in the notifications, or I just happen to have to open my phone and, oh, someone posted a video, and I click on it and have time to sit and watch it. It's hard, man. It's hard, but that's why I like doing what I do, because I feel like, yeah, I'm a YouTuber, but I'm also like a spokesman of like the community in a sense, you know, like if I could do like the daily news, I would. But, you know, is there really that much going on in car audio to do with daily news? No. It's not football, it's not government, it's not politics, but, you know, it's I feel like I'm that kind of person. If you could put me in a little bubble and package me up, that's kind of where I fit. So it's like I kind of like doing that, you know, watching the other YouTubers, talking about it, giving feedback, and just helping people that are here just tuning in, just hanging out. You know, whatever the situation needs to be. Bobby B just got off watching the Rolling Thunder about the tuners, and I do owe you a 10-second car, but you never had me. You never had me, Bobby B. You never had me. You never had your car. Appreciate you tuning in, man. Sorry, you start bringing up Fast and Furious, man. It's gonna be bad. 10-second car, not a 10-minute car. Hey, my moped will probably be doing it in 10 minutes, you know? Maybe, downhill. All you need is some hot tea, honey tea. That sounds really good. 5-finger corn squeezing for that. Yeah, I mean, it's not a sore throat or anything. It's just drainage, really bad. And doing podcasts probably isn't the best thing to do. RGA, live each day to its fullest. Not even the next second is guaranteed. Absolutely, man. You know, that's the biggest truth. You know, we take so much for granted, and time flies by. You know, I was just realizing, you know, not that long ago, and just talking about it, like, man, a week goes by fast. Especially doing these shows, doing everything I do, getting older. You know, it just time goes faster. You know, and it's just like I try to slow it down by putting the phone down, by, you know, disconnecting from the world for a little bit, because then it does slow down a little bit. It's good to be bored, man. Get bored. Enjoy the air. I'm telling you guys. I mean, I'm not saying you can't bass while you do it, because you definitely can. El Fuego, look at that. I became a sub last week. Great channel. Absolutely, man. You know, and that's what's cool about this. You know, bringing you guys together. El Fuego, I'm surprised you never heard of him before, man. I seen his name. I'm like, Kicker, what's this guy? Oh, he does amp diamonds? Oh, cool. Okay. What did 25 say about Seston amps is dirty? You know what? I've seen them. They put out power, you know, but the longevity I wouldn't say is quite the best. I mean, any full bridge amp gets that reputation, you know, of the Brazilian breed, if you want to call it that. You know, I haven't had good luck with Sound Digital. I see so many people not have good luck with Terra amps, and you know, I know the Seston amps, whatever. A lot of those are full bridge, you know, and I just see them in the lanes and they're having problems, you know. I just, you know, but that's the thing with car audio and just products and life, you know, you get what you pay for. And man, if you're getting a lot of power for pretty cheap, maybe you shouldn't beat on it too hard. Maybe you should really know what you're walking into so that product lasts. And that's where it might not be beneficial to go and buy a kicker amp that you can throw in the river, dry out, and hook it back up and run it, you know, 0.25 on a 1 ohm stable, you know, kind of board. It's still going to run. Throw it in to protect 50 times, it's probably still going to turn back on, not blow a cap or, you know, burn a FET. Not saying that it can't, but, you know, more chances than not. So, but does the person that, you know, really knows how to run their equipment, do they need that? You know, can they get away with less and, you know, spend less? Absolutely, man. But that's the thing, you know, what do you want? What do you need? What do you want to have to worry about? Worrying, man, I don't know about you guys, but I worry a lot about a lot of things. And that takes a lot of time from my day and my mind. And time is money. Time is definitely money. All right, Todd Wolf, what is going on, Todd? Speaking of Todd, he actually won first place on the Kicker on Mash show. I couldn't even announce that on Tuesday because I didn't have the show. So congratulations, Todd. I know that's your third winning. It's definitely rigged, man. If they would have known how big of a kicker guy you are around here, man, it'd be like, oh, man, I ain't entering no more. This guy always wins. No, you're good, man. You're good. Appreciate you tuning in. Miss you, man. Hope everything is going well. Let me see. Everyone's talking to Face Kicker. Deviant's talking about somebody in a buster with handcuffs. Okay, Face Kicker, I'll settle for selfies. Figure it out. Well, my throat's starting to feel a little bit better, but I'm knocking on desk here because, you know, whenever you're like feeling some type of way with your throat, you know, like how you can't talk the full way you talk. That's how I feel like I'm talking now. I gotta like pull back the gain a little bit. The voltage is low. It's not feeling right. I don't want to start clipping. Yes. That's Jones Subwoofer Solutions Face Kicker. Yes. Same guy. Just happens to be. I always wonder, Face Kicker, why you never changed your YouTube name for, you know, that. You know, I just always wonder, but I like the Face Kicker name. I like it, you know. That's how I first ran across you, honestly. And I think you or I added you on Facebook a while ago. All right. Cool. Well, I think I'm caught up here. Yeah, I'm low on milk. Definitely low on milk. Okay, we're good. Awesome. Well, you know what? We'll just end it short tonight. Shoot. No sense of hanging. I feel like, whatever in my throat is just not 100%. You guys are awesome, man. And we got a really good show this Tuesday. Probably going to be talking about how loud is loud. I'll probably throw a poll out. Yeah, I'm going to throw a poll out on my YouTube here of how loud you guys think loud is. Save it for Tuesday, or the poll, and you guys can comment on there. I'll try to get to the comments too. I feel like anything over a 140 is decently loud. Man, one time I said a guy was decently loud. He still jokes about it to me to this day. Curtis, love you, buddy. Called him decently loud one time. Oh, he will never let me forget it. He's like, oh yeah, decently loud, huh? He was doing 58s, It's just, I didn't want to be that noob, like, oh dude, you're so loud, man. Like, I've never heard anything like that, man. Like, and I didn't want to be like, whatever. So I'm like, yeah, that's decently loud, man. Sorry, bro. Love you, man. Awesome. That's a word. Of course, the after party at the 14.4 Talk Discord. Andy will be there too. Always at the Discord, at the 14.4 Talk Discord. It's where the after parties are. So, guys, you guys been awesome. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Kibo, again, thank you for becoming a Patreon and everything you do. Kibo, the chat that just gives me something else to talk about with my therapist. He really wants to meet you guys. That's crazy. Tell him I said hi. That's awesome. William, thank you, man. Absolutely. Matt Ritchie, thank you for tuning in, man. I haven't seen you in a long time. I know we talked here and there about a few things, but man, hope you're doing good. Let's get to the outro, and I will see you guys Tuesday on the Kicking It With Andy show. So, see you later. Stay living loud. Thank you, William. Thank you, William. And Bobby B, I will not forget you. And you know what's cool about having two of these super chats going? You can see them both in real time. I know you guys fight over it for last minute. Cornut, the usual caboose. Good night, y'all. See you at the after party. Of course, the 14.4 Talk Discord. Go check it out. Deviant, you got to send the links. And Deviant comes in with a snipe over here, but on YouTube, I see Baba with a $20 super chat. First Deviant and Andy worked it out. Caboose. Hashtag appreciate you, man. When would you just look at that? You just got to look at it. I'll see you guys next week.